Hey friends, and welcome to an evening in my life. As soon as I got off work at 5 o'clock, I had to go pick up my oldest son from basketball and then my two younger ones from my mom's, and then we headed straight to Walmart. My oldest son wanted to go to the ball game with my mom, so I just have the little two in Walmart. We had done a Walmart pickup order for some things that we needed for an outreach program that we are in charge of. And then I let the kids go inside to pick out snacks for my daughter's school. So now we're at home and we're going to go ahead and carry everything in and get it organized. And I'll talk more about that program in just a minute.
Yeah, that's all I need, and I'll be alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now.
My husband was out of town this evening on a hunting trip, which is not normal. Usually he's home with us every evening now that he's on the shift that he's on at work. But he always takes a week's vacation to hunt, and he has a good friend that he goes and visits, or his friend comes here and hunts. So it was his turn to go visit with him and do some hunting. So I hope he's having a wonderful evening and having good luck in the stand. But me and the kids are holding down the fort and getting things done around here.
Tell me what you wanna do. I'll do anything.
I knew I had a lot I needed to get done tonight, and so we cheated and got Taco Bell to go. The kids love Taco Bell, and it's honestly the most inexpensive thing that we can get in town these days. McDonald's costs us a fortune, and everywhere else, we don't have a lot of options in our area. We do live in a very small area. So anyway, Taco Bell it was. They wanted it, and I thought it sounded really good. So we had a quick bite to eat so that we could get on the move. The kids were really, really helpful this evening and helped me get a lot done. So a little bit about the program that we are working on this evening. It is an outreach program that our church puts on. I am in charge of it, but I have a lot of help from our church members and our youth especially. Our church is really good at donating and supporting, as well as all kinds of other churches in our area and people in the community. There's always someone willing to reach out and help or donate or just do whatever I need them to do. So anyway, I'm very thankful for our community, and we could not do this without them. But anyway, we feed about 50 kids right now food in their backpacks that they can take home. We typically do it on weekends that we are going to be out of school. Like, so this week we're out on Friday. So anytime that they're going to be missing a meal at school, we pack a bag for them to have a snack or a meal at home. I try to do something different each time so they don't get bored of the same foods, but they do have to be non-perishable items, obviously, and something that a kid can typically fix or eat themselves. Now, sometimes, like obviously the canned food, they may need help opening the can of food, but for the most part, the rest of it is something that they can grab and go or eat on their own if their parents are at work or busy and aren't able to help them as much. So I try to do a little variety of things, and if it's a longer weekend, I do more like a meal. So like it might be hamburger helper and mashed potatoes or something on that order. That way it can feed like their whole family essentially. So anyway, it's just something little that we can do to help support families in need in our area. I do not know any of the students that these bags go to. I don't know anything about them. I don't know their names or where they live or anything like that. The school provides me with a number. That's all I have to go on, is a number of students, and then we pack the bags and send them to the schools, and they distribute them to the kids that need them. So it is a system where the parents do sign up to accept this. So it's not, the school isn't picking out people. We send out a form at the beginning of the year, or the school sends out a form at the beginning of the year for the parents to sign up if they are interested or feel like they need it. And then we happily supply whatever is needed. So Anyway, the kids really enjoy helping with this project, and I love that they enjoy it because I just feel like it's one of those things, especially nowadays, sometimes we forget to think of others. Like everything these days is solely based on what do I need, what do I want, what is going to make me happy. And a lot of times, or I feel like anyway, something that makes you happy is helping someone else. And I think we've lost some of that. So if I can instill that in my kids, that is great. So this is a great way to do that. So, but like I said, I do enlist the help of the youth at our church usually. This week, we just had an extra day out that I forgot about, honestly. Kind of snuck up on me. It's not like a holiday or anything. It's just a random day that they have. I think it's like a teacher's institute or something. So it would be this Friday. So I had to quickly throw some bags together and get them distributed to the schools. So I do have some people that, like a committee that helps me get them to the schools. So I just have to get them packed up essentially. So that's what we're working on tonight. And hopefully these can be a blessing to the kids and families who receive them.
All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side.
This is my least favorite part, is breaking down all the boxes. This was a pretty small haul, I guess you would call it. We didn't have to do very much. Typically when I pack the bags, I try to pack for multiple weekends in a row. But like I said, this was kind of a last minute packing job. So thankfully, there's not very many boxes to break down, but typically when we do it, there are so many to break down and it takes forever, it seems like. But the kids are always willing to help. This is probably kind of fun for them. They like ripping the boxes apart and smashing them. So anyway, we got it done. It didn't take us very long at all for this little bit of boxes that we had. But we're going to get them broke down and cleaned up and taken out so they can be out of our way. And then we'll move on to the next project.
Give me all your love, oh, 'cause I want you. No one else makes me feel this way. Don't know what you do. Hold my hand, could you hold my hand? Look me in the eyes. You and me, yeah, that's all I need. And I'll be alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you.
Okay, next up is homework. Thankfully this evening my son did most of his homework with his grandma. He didn't have a whole lot. Reviewing Malia's status report, she did fantastic, got all S's. She's in kindergarten, so it's like satisfactory or unsatisfactory. So she's doing great. She loves school and loves doing her homework. She can't wait to do her homework every night, and she'll want to do it more than once actually. So if it were up to her, she would run through this paper 5 times, but obviously we don't always have time for that, and we just do what we have to do. But I'm glad that she's excited about school, and I hope that continues. Having 2 boys ahead of her, we did not have that experience previously. I mean, they like school, they like more the social aspect of school, but they do not like homework, and they definitely don't love school, you know. So anyway, it's just funny having a different kid that loves school and loves everything about it and can't wait to read and learn all these things, and it's just been fun. So anyway, we're gonna whiz through her homework really quick, and then Miles did have a couple things that I needed to look at and sign some things, and moving on. Mason is still at the ball game at this point, so he hasn't made it home yet, but we're about to finish up here and go from there.
Are and you'll be enough if you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I
It's always a pleasant surprise when you get in their book bags and you find something that they've drawn or wrote about you. It's fun because the boys are typically like, oh, I love hunting with my dad and I love doing this with my dad, and not always is there much about mom, but Malia made this cute little paper and it says she is thankful for her mom, and it's a picture of me and her, and I just loved it so much. It was so sweet. So anyway, gonna go ahead and pack up their bags for tomorrow. Malia does have to take snacks to school, so thankfully her and my middle son go to the same school, so he's gonna help her because the drinks were kind of heavy. So I put the drinks in his book bag and then the snacks in her book bag so that they could help each other take them into the school, and then we're gonna swap over some laundry. She's in the background here trying to pick out her outfit for school tomorrow. Typically on Sundays, I try to sit down with her and pick out the outfits for the week, but that didn't get done yet on this Sunday. So we are just doing it day by day for now. She does this. She pulls out several different things, and if I say no, then she just throws them on the floor. So don't worry, I do make her put them all back. But anyway, so she's trying to figure out what she wants to wear tomorrow. That's another thing with girls, is the boys could care less. They just, as long as they have clothes on, they do not care what it is. But she definitely has an opinion, and she voices that opinion every single morning. So it's always fun. But gonna go ahead and change out the trash. Like I said before, my husband was not home this evening, so it is me solo doing these things, and we didn't do a ton, but we did get some things done. You'll see in a little bit, Miles does take the trash out for me. He's such a sweet boy. So when his dad's not there, he definitely looks for ways to step in and doesn't hesitate to help if I ask. So it's really nice, kind of refreshing to see them helping more and being willing to help. I mean, they're usually pretty good about helping, but some nights it's like, oh, do I have to? But this evening they were like eager to help, wanted to help, were excited to help. So that's always fun. So anyway, just gonna go ahead and clean out their lunch boxes from today and tidy up the kitchen.
Tell me what you wanna do. I'll do anything, as long as I can be here with you. Everything's alright. I'll be right here. I swear that
I have to mention this because it's kind of funny. So we have some play money that they got at a wedding. My niece's wedding a few weeks ago, they had a like money gun, and one of the couples that walked in shot money out of this gun. That was kind of like their entrance thing. It was funny, and it was all fake $100 bills. And so of course my kids ran and like collected all of these fake $100 bills. So they are constantly laying all around my house. So if you ever see any $100 bills laying around, I promise you they are fake. So anyway, my daughter had gotten some of these $100 bills off the counter, and along with that, she also took two $20 bills off of my counter because she thought that was her fake money. She had no idea, of course, and my husband had left it for me since he was leaving, so I'd have cash to get into, the ball games and stuff for this following night. We have a ball game, so for concessions and ball game money, I just didn't want to have to run to the bank because it's in another town that we bank at. Anyway, long story short, he had left cash on the counter. She thought it was fake money, so she took it, and I was like, well, where did that cash go? It was just here. And she's like, oh, I took it to my room. And so she brought it back. So that was her handing me that money. But anyway, going ahead and getting the kids involved again. They weren't as thrilled about this, but one of their chores, I tried to make them help unload the dishwasher. I typically do all of the loading of the dishwasher, but I do usually try to make them help unload the dishwasher. I haven't been as good about making them help me with this as I usually am. There for a while, we were in a good routine of, they had morning chores and evening chores, and with sports and the time change and just life, it's just kind of gotten away from me. I've not been as good about it. So they did help me with that really quick. Miles helped put the dishes away, and Malia is always in charge of the silverware. So anywhere you can kind of encourage your kids to help with easy tasks, I encourage you to do it. They get a lot of fulfillment out of knowing that they are being helpful. And even when they grumble, I feel like sometimes they might grumble for a little bit, but then they usually are eager to help the next time, and it just gets easier. So I encourage you to try that with your kids if you don't already. And I know there's a lot more that I could have my kids do, and I need to work on that as well. But sometimes as a mom, it's hard because you're just like in this get it done mode, and it's just easier to do it yourself than to ask for help or to have to help them help you, kind of a thing. Like, you always have to kind of hold their hand the first few times, but in the long run, it really does pay off, I think.
Giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. Promise you won't leave my side. I hope who I am is enough for you.
There were a few things in the sink that I wanted to hand wash, so I'm just going to go ahead and wash them up real quick. Most of it just needed a good rinse off, so the kids' ice packs always get a little yucky, so I try to rinse them off before I put it back in the freezer. And then that wooden cutting board I can't put in the dishwasher. So, and then my new cup that I got, that slim cup, I don't know if it's dishwasher safe or not. So I just wanted to give it a good wash really quick, since I had to hand wash some other things anyway.
I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you.
If you look really close, you can see Mason's reflection in the window. He is now home from the ball game. My mom dropped him off, and he was just hanging out with me for a little bit while I finished up cleaning up the sink and telling me about his day and how the game went, and just talking to him for a little bit.
All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love, love. Give me love, give me all your love.
We did have some extras of the food that I had done with the Walmart pickup, but no worries, it will definitely go to use. I will take it back to our church on Sunday when we go and put it in we have a room that's designated for that, so that we can use it for another pack. We will be having the Thanksgiving. That will be a big one that we pack for. That'll actually be next week. It's crazy to think next week's already Thanksgiving, but we'll have Thanksgiving, and then we'll have Christmas and New Year's and all of those to pack for coming soon. This right now is a busy time for packing the backpack bags because they're out a lot in the next month and a half. So don't worry, it will go to good use. Now we're going to go ahead and run the robot vacuum in the boys' bedroom. I ran it on a double cycle so that it would vacuum their entire room twice. I hadn't gotten it ran last week, so I just wanted to kind of do a double cycle to make sure it gets everything really good. And then I'm going to go ahead and tidy up the couch.
You and me, yeah, that's all I need, and I'll be alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you.
And then somehow Malia scratched herself and was bleeding, so of course we needed to stop and get a Band-Aid. She of course wanted a princess Band-Aid, so it took me a minute to find just the princess Band-Aids because they're kind of all in that little drawer, not organized. They're just going to throw it in there. So anyway, and then we wanted to sit down. She wanted to watch a little bit of TV, so we were sitting down trying to help her find something to watch while I finished up. I was about done for the evening and ready to relax.
Each other now. Promise you won't leave my side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love.
We were struggling to find something that everyone agreed on, so I gave the remote to my oldest son and put him in charge of finding something that everybody would like. I went ahead and decided I needed to fold at least 1 or 2 loads of laundry before I could just be done for the night. So I went ahead and got a couple loads of laundry, and my son found, well, he looks like he's still looking for something that we can all agree on. This is usually the biggest argument that my children have, is what are we going to watch? If you see me throwing some of the clothes on the floor, I am just sorting out the boys' is into a pile, and then Malia's into a pile, and then when I'm done with that, they will go and put their clothes away themselves.
Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love.
I was finally done for the evening, so we all sat down as a family to watch a Christmas movie. This is the first Christmas movie of the season that we've watched, so everyone was excited and sat quietly and enjoyed the movie before bedtime to just kind of wind down and relax a little bit, and then we were going to go to bed. So thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it more than you know. If you haven't already and you're enjoying these videos, please make sure to subscribe. It really does help my channel, and I hope you will come back and watch the next one. Thank you and have a great day.
Give me love.